What is good, guys? Welcome to my channel. So in today's video we are doing a Christian book haul, and I also recommend you my favorite podcast I need to listen to. So I did my research on TikTok because I was looking for books to read, especially like Christian books. We're going into a new year and this is one of my goals. So these are the top books. Like, I did my research. These are the books you need to read. It's gonna grow your faith. So I got both fiction and non-fiction because I love fiction. So number one is Circle Maker. So based on the comments, this is gonna develop your prayer life because I need us. In the Circle Maker, Pastor Mark Batterson shares a powerful insight from the true legend of Honi, the Circle Maker, a first century Jewish sage whose bold prayer ended a drought and saved a generation. Drawing inspiration from his own experience as a circle maker, Batterson will teach you how to pray in a new way by drawing prayer circles around your dreams, your family, your problems, and most importantly, God's promise. In the process, you discover this simple yet life-changing truth. God honors both prayers honors God. Okay. It's a little cute cover. I know they said don't judge a book by its cover, but I don't know, sometimes I like a cute cover. So, and then number two, this is fiction. This is something good. I love the cover. It's giving diversity. So, Alexis Marshall never meant to cause an accident that left John Robinson paralyzed. But though guilt plagues her, her husband hopes to put the past behind them. After all, he's in the middle of selling a tech business. And if Alexis admits to texting while driving, the deal will collapse and cost them millions and millions of dollars. Meanwhile, Alexis' life is not as shiny and perfect as it may seem from the outside. She has secrets of her own. As she becomes consumed with thoughts of a young man she hit, can she reconcile her mistakes with her husband's expectations? Question mark. So Trace Robinson is trying to hold together after the accident that left John dependent and depressed. As the bills pile up, Trish and her husband Dwayne find themselves at odds. Trish wants to forgive and move on, but Dwayne is filled with rage towards the entitled woman who altered their lives forever. Trish can't see how anything good can come from so much hate and strife, so she determines to pray until God intervenes. Then one afternoon, Marquinta Lewis rings her doorbell with a baby in her arms and changes everything. So that is something good, and we hope it's something good when we read it. Next one is Redeeming Love. When you're asking for book recommendation, it's always Frances Rivers. She is that lady. I was gonna say she's that girl, but you know, she'd be old, so she is that girl, that lady. So this book is it's inspired by the book of Hosea. So I kind of like, when you're giving like reference, Bible reference of where you got inspiration. So that's kind of nice. So this is California, Gold County in 1850, a time when men sold their souls for a bag of gold and women sold their bodies for a place to sleep. A powerful retelling of the book of Hosea. So Angel expects nothing from men but betrayal. Sold into prostitution as a child, she survives by keeping hatred alive. Then she meets Michael Hosea, a man who seeks his father's heart in everything. Michael obeys God's call to marry Angel and to love her unconditionally. Day by day, he defies Angel's every bitter expectation until, despite her resistance, her heart begins to thaw. But with her unexpected softening came overwhelming feelings of unworthiness and fear, so Angel runs. So this is Redeeming Love. I like the cover, it's kind of cute. So these next two I got is from WOB. Winning the war in your mind. I think everybody needs this. I need to win the war in my mind. So actually I did a plan on this book. Like, I use a YouVersion Bible app, and I did a 3-day plan on it, and I really liked the plan. It was pretty good. So then when I saw this in the recommendation, because the cover looks similar, I'm like, this looks familiar. Pastor Craig. I know him. I don't know him in real life, but I do watch his, I've watched some of his videos on YouTube. Dangerous Prayers. Yeah, watch that series on YouTube. So last book is Voice of the Wind. So the Lion series, this is by Francine Rivers. Mark of the Lion series. It's a series of different books. People are obsessed. People love the Mark of the Lion series. Like, this is one of the first book. Like, oh my god, how long is it gonna take me to read this? Like, yeah. This is highly recommended Christian fiction book. It's a story of a young Christian Jewish slave named Hadasseah living under Roman Empire. So it's giving New Testament vibes. You know, Israel was under the Roman Empire. When Hadasseah is captured by Roman soldiers, her entire family is killed. She serves as a slave to a teenage Roman woman called Julia, whose parents married her off to a much older man. Although Julia initially dislikes Hadasseah because of her plain appearance, she comes to trust her. Hadasseah is faithful, kind, but afraid of many things. As story progresses, she gains the courage to tell others about her faith and the God that she serves. Meanwhile, she struggles with her love for Julia's older brother, Marcus, thinking it's a trick from Satan to lead her away from God. All he wants is for her to love him the same as he loves her. But she struggles with a choice: remain close to God or fall for a man who will lead her on a dark road away from him. As she struggles to remain close to God, her hard life and difficult challenges are just the beginning. To the extent she's thrown to the lions. It's giving Daniel vibes. Okay. It's giving Daniel vibes. So the story goes into many different side characters, such as young gladiator Martyrius, who as well as the main character are all searching for peace and purpose, but unable to find it in a world of pleasures Rome has to offer. Throughout the entire novel, Hadasseah's Christian faith kept a secret for fear of death is continually challenged and evolved, helping her to overcome the harsher aspects as life as a slave in the Roman Empire. Yeah, this is the only pre-owned one that I got. The other ones are new. So that is all the books that I got. So now I'm gonna give you guys the top podcasts that you need to listen to. The podcast I listen to on the daily. Number one, my favorite podcast is Girls Gone Bible. So the podcast is based on basically just two friends just being vulnerable with each other, saying like their weaknesses, strengths, helping each other to grow in Christ. So whenever I listen to it, I feel like I'm with them. I feel it's a very safe space where no one is judged. We're all just trying to live a better life in Christ, all sinners, all kind of learning. So that's what I love about it. It's open space, safe space for everybody. A couple of imperfect girls serving an absolutely perfect God. That is exactly what the podcast is about, and I highly recommend. Next is Saved Not Soft. This basically means, walking with Christ, it is not an easy road, but it's the best walk that you can walk. Like, walk with Christ all day long is the best choice. But it's gonna come with temptation and trials, challenges, where it says in the Bible we're gonna go through it, but the end justifies everything. So it's basically just a sit down, chill vibes where he talks about her day and just some topics that's going on. But it's the same kind of vibe with like Girls Gone Bible. This is Saved Not Soft, but the next one is Soft Life Through Christ. The song is my song. Like, you need to add that song to your playlist. They don't post weekly. They might not even post in a month, but they post like based on the spirit. And what really drew me to this podcast is the testimony. Y'all, you need to listen to testimony. Major turnaround. It's a podcast of two sisters. Whenever they post an update on their life, on the modesty life, the Christianity life, because the life that they used to live before, yeah. You're gonna understand why they call this Soft Life Through Christ. Which is basically, with Christ, when you give your life to Christ, everything works out for good. Next is the Bible stories. What I like about this podcast, it's not really like a podcast where we're having a conversation. This is an audio. It's like an audio book of the Bible. So I love that it's not just reading the Bible, but it's actually illustrating the different people, kind of different voices. And what I also love is that it goes in chronological order. So like they don't like you don't even need to know what they post or not because it's going in chronological order. So I'm starting from the Old Testament. I'm literally in Daniel now. So there's so many. I have like hundreds of videos. So you, so you don't even need to. They don't even need to post all the time because it's all there. And what I also enjoy with this is that it made me understand the Bible more, because as it's going in chronological order, it's giving us the historical context. It's giving us more historical kind of information, and then it's saying how the prophecy aligns with what's happening right now. Like it is great. A very good way to start reading the Bible because it's so interesting. And sometimes you listen to it and you're like, is this really in the Bible? And I open my Bible and read it and I'm like, yeah, it's in the Bible. It's very accurate. It gives you everything and it definitely gets me to read in my word. New podcast I'm listening to is Proverbs 31 Wannabe. And then the other one is Faith Talks. If you guys like have any podcasts that you listen to or like any books that you recommend, please comment below. And that is a wrap of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. God bless you and have a good day.